All right, here we go again. What up, though, y'all? So, happy Friday to you. Today's topic for What Up, Though Fridays is New Year, New Goals, or New Year, Same You, or New Year, New Me. I ain't even a West Sider, I'm a North Ender, so middle. But I'm going with Doughboy Cash Out because payroll, if they do individuals, payroll gonna kill it. He gonna kill it. But we're not talking about that right now. So, what up, though, y'all? Happy Friday. Stay warm. We actually had a heat wave. It was like 25 degrees today, and I know that's probably funny to y'all, but we had been like -2. Like it was cold. Like Hawkeye didn't even want to go outside, go to the bathroom cold. My back door had froze, so I couldn't open it to let him in the yard. So I had to literally take him out front, and that didn't take long because he like this a little too cold for me, and I'm a little short haired Frenchie. But quick couple church announcements. Number one, Real Estate Fridays is a free event. All we ask is that you spend at least $10 or more, preferably 15. Um, at Detroit Pizza Bar, that is going to be January 26th. Now, this is also going to be pending weather. So if the weather is bad and we do have to cancel, we probably won't start it back up to the spring because we're gonna have to keep canceling because it's the winter time, and then that's gonna affect turnout or whatever. So that's number one. Number two on the church announcements is Detroit Real Estate Weekend is back. The host hotel is going to be between the Godfrey and the Western Book Cadillac. I'm leaning towards the Cadillac because if I have it there, I can also have a workshop there. And for VIP clients, y'all won't have to like commute to another place. So they sent over my contract. Once I pay this deposit, I can't get it back. So I need y'all to buy these good old tickets. I spoke to a very good lender today that I met when I spoke in Philly at Nicole Purvey's real estate women in real estate wire summit back in December, and they actually attended my session. So we're working out some kinks to where they will hopefully come and speak as well on lending in Detroit because they're not in the Detroit market. And due to my out cold presentation, they want to start lending in the city of Detroit. So shout out to me. Thank you. Y'all is welcome. So I'm waiting on them to set my site up, send me over my agreement. We agree to whatever terms or whatever, because I'll be their only broker or contact, I guess, for Detroit. So this is me helping y'all, which also helps me because it's time for Big Black 3. And I really don't want to get no lease if I don't have to, but I just might. But that's another story. What else they told me? So I got a couple notes from them. So their rehabs. Now this is just was all on the phone conversation today, but I'm gonna wait till they officially send me the actual documents. Then I'll do another live when I stop studying and stuff and go over it. Um, and maybe I can get them to come do a live with me. I don't know if they're social media people like that, but we gonna see. But if not, I'll be your person. So they do $100,000 plus for purchase and rehab. They do have loans as well to purchase turnkey properties from me because that's my niche or whatever. Like turnkeys gonna sell in the D no matter what going on with the economy. Like I started my company when we was flat broke in the city, no street lights, no police coming unless you live downtown or in Rosedale Park or Palmer Woods, something like that. That was the only time the police was coming to visit you. But Detroit is not that no more. Also, the Lions have done the best they've done in my whole 40 and a half years of living. So let's go Lions. I am going to the NFL tailgate. I've been posting it on my story. I'll post the link again. If anybody want to go, it's $125. You know it ain't free, but it's an open bar for those who likes a little drinky drink, and it's all you can eat food. I'm really going for the networking because the type of people that's gonna be there. I mean, where am I gonna see them at? If you want to go to that plus the game, that actually got a pretty good pricing. So if you want to sit up in the boonies by the janitors and stuff like that, that was like $725, including your tailgate ticket. Now, if you want to sit in the 100 level section where you can actually see the game, because if you up top, you might as well be at home. That's just my opinion. But if you want to sit in the 100 level section plus your ticket, I think that was like 1,000 or 1,100, which still ain't bad because some of these tickets I've seen two, three, and $4,000, and people is buying it, which I ain't mad because when is the next time? Well, this is the first time we're gonna be there. It's gonna be the next time because I really think we're gonna win Sunday. I hope we do because I got friends that's Team Tampa that I really want to talk junk to them about. So hopefully we win. I want if we no when we win Sunday. I personally want Green Bay to win because then if Green Bay wins, they have to come to Detroit and play, and ain't nothing like no Detroit Lions crowd. Ain't nothing. They already said that the city of Detroit made $20 million last weekend. It's probably gonna be more than the 20 million they said for this weekend because you got the Doughboy Cash Out versus Team Eastside 42 Doug concert today, right? Yesterday was Mike Epps grand opening for his comedy club that's at the old Punchline downtown. That was a hit. They had like, and there was a lot of celebrities there. They did like a 1920 Gatsby theme or whatever. And then Saturday is a Pistons game. We ain't gonna even talk about them because they've been stressing me out. They like 5-50 or something ridiculous. And then Sunday is the Lions game at 3, and then the Red Wings game. And the Red Wings is the best team out the state of Michigan because they got like 11 cups. So who messing with them? So there's a lot going on in the city. And then I think Monday is a Pistons game too. So we gonna see. But yeah, Detroit is up and stuck. The weather is a lot better than it was, even though downtown was packed last weekend and it was like 2 degrees below. We got a heat wave this week. It's 20 and 25 degrees, so I can still run outside with my coat open with a hoodie on. I ain't got to put no. Well, I still got to put a scarf on because with your neck getting cold. But I couldn't do none of that last week. Last week was zipped all the way up. Can't really walk, just like when we was kids walking to Loving Elementary on the north end. Couldn't even move. Vaseline on my face. Well, I'm older now, so I use shea butter, but you got to do something to help that windshield. It was crazy. But back to the show. So, next church announcement: Detroit Real Estate Weekend. VIP tickets are $2,500. The VIP ticket includes your hotel stay from August 1st and check out on the 4th. Now, if you would like to stay past the 4th, that is a you problem, not a me problem, because my credit card is only paying up until 12 o'clock or whenever checkout is on the 4th of August. It also includes a VIP meet and greet. I don't know where that's going to be at yet. I'm looking at Petty Cash. I'm looking at High Society. Of course, the Detroit Pizza Bar, because that's my boy spot. Um, Also, I'm looking at the Locker Lounge because that's one of my friends. That's her spot. So I'm trying to see. But in my mind, I feel that if I pay $2,500 for a VIP experience, it need to be at some fly shit. That's just the honest to God truth. That's just me personally. I'm putting y'all only in the best of the best hotels. I wanted to have it at the Aloft again, but I think it's something going on that weekend in Detroit because they wanted $700, $800, and $900 per night for a room. So if I would have went with them, these VIP tickets would have been $5 and $6 and $7,000. Which, by the way, it probably really should be for the information that you learn. But I digress. So the Godfrey was my first choice for the hotel because that's a brand new hotel by Hilton. It's in the heart of Court Town. It's walking distance to all type of food over there. You got Grandma Bob's, all the Irish pubs is over there. It's a lot of new construction over there. The corner ballpark is there. Southwest Detroit is around the corner, so we're gonna give you some good Mexican food. You can go right there. Ford headquarters is right there, and the number streets if you want to see what the old hood look like. All that's right in that little pocket. The only issue with having the full thing there, I would have had to have the workshop at another location, and you VIP people would have had to commute there, or I would have tried to get like maybe a car service or something for y'all, but that will also increase the price because the more I got to pay for it, the more I got to charge y'all. So we looking at the book, Western Book Cadillac is probably gonna be there because I didn't know they renovated their rooms. I thought it still looked like 2008 when they first reopened it from the 80s. But when I did the tour the other day, they renovated their rooms and they look really really nice. So I'm a 4-star and up type of chick, so I figured y'all are too for VIP. So we're gonna do the same. So those tickets are 2,500. We do have a 2-for-1 price if you and your boo thing want to come, potential boo, best friend, or whatever y'all want to call yourselves. I don't judge. But those prices are 3,500, and then it's two in the room, two beds. Now if y'all both want to sleep in one bed and switch to the other bed the next night or sleep in separate beds, that's a you problem. It has nothing to do with me. All I'm doing is turning in the list. Now, if you just want to attend the workshop, that is $497, but I think it's like half off or something like that. I gotta go look on the link until I think April or whenever those early birds sell out, and that's that. The workshop is going to be from 9 to 5 ish with probably like an hour and a half break to you to go do whatever you want to do. I got Reggie P coming to speak. He's going to be speaking on how to really do your ARV comps and stuff like that in the city of Detroit and current market trends that I might not be aware of because I'm not a licensed broker. My boy Ponce Clay, attorney at law, he'll be speaking on the current eviction laws, squatter rights, squatter laws, stuff like that. Just the real estate legal side in Detroit. And he's also a licensed broker as well. And then I got my boy Deshaun Wilson. He'll be speaking on how to use your VA loan to build your container investment property or home in the city of Detroit. So I got a lot of good stuff going on. Hopefully we got some lenders speaking as well. I'm waiting to finalize that. But as I finalize stuff, I'll start posting. And that's going to be that. So let's get into the show. Oh, also, if you have a question, that is one question or more, go and hit that Cash App. Link is scrolling across your screen on the gram. Get a badge. Appreciate y'all for your service. I ain't talking about no paragraphs, a question. All right, let's go. So, first order of business for my goals this year. I'm downsizing stuff because I have a bigger plan. So, for those who think I'm lying, I actually got rid of Big Black. I only lease my cars. I don't buy. I haven't bought a car since 2010. Um, I turned my lease in August. My credit took a hit because Big Orange has still not sold. It'll be 3 years come February that I'll have that house. So I'm just gonna keep it, and either I'm gonna rent it out or I'm gonna put it on Furnish Finder. For those who don't know about that, that's where you put your property to list it to rent for like corporate leasing, traveling nurses. What else on Furnish Finder? Insurance jobs, like people who had fires or water damage in their house, and the insurance company got to place them in homes. They put you there. So that's one option. The other option is to keep and wait it out until the spring because I have noticed that being that they said interest rates are supposed to drop this year, I've noticed sales going back up over there. So a 3 bedroom, 2 bath just sold on my same street, but 2 blocks up, closer to 94 for like 190, 195. And I got afford to, and my renovation is really shitting on that renovation. So I was like, if I wait out to maybe the spring, I'll be okay. Another little birdie that I just found out today, a person who works for NACA just told me that NACA only charges 1.5% to list your house with them. So I'm going to try listing it with them. I also included appliances. I bought them Black Friday. Best Buy had a hell of a sale. And we're going to see how that go. The fact that I only owe myself in Chase credit card, Visa Rewards, whatever it's called, I think it's the Chase Inc. Unlimited card. I ain't really pressed to just accept any offer. So that part I'm glad about. Because if I was, I would have. Man, I got one offer I got was 150. I just bust out laugh. I was like, you out your damn mind for me to take 150. I'm all in this house right now, 200,000, including my holding costs, all rehab, purchase, everything. I'm probably like 195, 200,000, and that's from all the holding costs. So that's paying DTE every month, keeping the grass cut. I ain't shoveled the snow yet because I'm tired of shoveling snow, but that's that. What else I pay? Insurance every month, dogs. So that's about 1,000 a month. So extra 2 years, that's another 24,000. You get my drift. And then like I'm still doing extra work over there that I was just gonna put it on the buyer, but if I rent it, I gotta do it. So next I'm gonna go and spray the ceiling black in the basement. I gotta still patch up around the windows where the dogs is at, so I'll probably do that. It's too cold to do it now anyway. Even though it's heat over there, but it's probably still too cold. I got appliances in there now, so that was like 1,800 or so. So all that stuff I've been doing. Oh, and I'm about to add cameras over there. I got the T-Mobile Wi-Fi over there just in case I rent it or do the housings, the corporate leasing stuff, because it got to be a Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna put a Ring doorbell up because the lady across the street in the pink house keep dumping her shit in front of my house, and I'm tired of it. So when I catch her, I'm sending it to the police. That's that. Um, so that's one of my goals to either keep Balfour, because Detroit they just announced on CNSBC that Detroit is number one for the fastest growing appreciation, and it was something else because I put it on my story. It was appreciation and something about the value, but I forgot. But whatever it was, Shout out to Detroit. I've been told y'all to invest here since 2012. You can go look at all my old YouTube videos where I'm literally reading you the news out of the Detroit Crane business paper and the stuff that was on the news about what was to come. I used to be a highway engineer for those who do not know. So I was in these meetings back from '08 to 2010, 2011, and they literally laid out the plan for the infrastructure for Detroit, what they plan to do as far as the streets, the bridges, the handicap ramps, the curb and gutter, so forth. I was on the ADA handicap team, and I did a couple bridges, but my specialty was the handicap ramps and curb and gutters and blacktop asphalt pavement. So that was my specialty or whatever. So they showed us all the infrastructure for the city. The first sign of anything about to change is they're going to update the infrastructure. You have to if you're trying to repopulate an area. During the crisis here in Detroit, we lost a lot of people. It used to be over 1 million plus here, but of course, once the plant started closing down back in the day, that depopulated us. But Detroit still had the infrastructure for over 1 million people, so a lot of that got messed up. So they're fixing that and still fixing that. I remember us digging up old water lines under the street, like let's say on the north end on Woodward and Euclid. I did some work over there one summer. It was fucking what's them called? It was wood pipes. Detroit is a 300 plus year old city, so that's what they had available then, and they don't know until it leaks or we have a water main break, and then they go in there and fix it. So that's that. Another goal of mine this year, I'm not really buying, excuse me, houses anymore. I'm only buying houses to flip for turnkeys and then start keeping some rentals because that's my retirement plan is rental properties and laundromat. But I'm only buying stuff along that greenway. I'm working on a course. It probably won't be available till like the spring or the summer because I got the weather has to break for me to show the actual footage side of the course. But right now I'll just work on like the video part and the workbooks and stuff like that. So I've been studying that. I'm just buying lots around that. So I'm getting rid of a lot of expenses. So the first thing I did was I turned my truck in. I didn't renew my lease. So that was probably the smartest financial decision I did last year. I probably give me another truck this summer or later in the year because right now they too high because it's the winter. So that's the first thing I did. I got an office space that I pay $1,500 a month for, but I ain't never here. I'm only here when I do lives or have certain meetings. So I'm out of 30 days in the month, I might be here 3 times. So that's a waste of money. So my lease is up here in April. I'm going to stay here, but I'm just going to downsize to a smaller office because I don't need all this space. So that's one thing. I paid off a lot of debt last year, like a lot. So the only thing I kind of owe is a few credit cards and student loans, but I'm gonna try to if I can get them thrown out. I've seen a lot of people getting theirs forgiven, so it's worth an old college try. So we're gonna see. And let me see what else. That's kind of all what I did. So that's my biggest thing this year to like downsize. I'm not gonna be traveling as much this year. So I already told my family like the highway do go north and south, so y'all can't come up here. If not, I see you on FaceTime. See what else. So yeah, that's kind of like my New Year new goals. So what else topics today? So a couple things I've noticed that lets me know that stuff is on the rise in Detroit that y'all need to start paying attention to that I'm already aware of. So rent, of course, is the average of 12 to 1,500 a month in Detroit. To us, that's high as hell. To people who moving here, that ain't nothing. You got a New York rent. I don't even know if anything in New York is 1,500. What, a closet maybe? I don't know. But that's one thing. DDOT, for those who don't know, that's Detroit Department of Transportation. That's the bus system. They are giving a $3 per hour pay increase to all their employees. I don't know what bus drivers make, but anything over $1 increase, I think is great. So I don't know. The new Riverfront Hotel at Old Cobo. I think I got the article up here somewhere, or maybe I don't. Yeah, I do. Let me share my screen. Present. Right, there we go. So, Riverfront Hotel kicks off Detroit's next community benefit. This article is posted January, beginning of this year, on Bridge Detroit. I'm going to shout Bridge Detroit out all the time. This is a very great website. by Detroiters. I don't know if they're from Detroit, but I know a lot of people who contribute to this platform live here, and it's all things Detroit. They talk about real estate, uh, job, economy, everything dealing with the city of Detroit. So shout out to them. So they're talking about this community stuff. This is the old former site of the Joe Louis Arena. I think it opens up this year. Now, if y'all recall, last year I did a video on this because they was talking about how they project that the rent will eventually be $10,000 a month here, and I definitely think it will be. I think they can get it because if you think about it, the Joe Louis Arena is right on the Detroit River. It's one of the best views of the city, like the best views. Like you used to go up on the rooftop and stuff like that. It's dope, right? And you overlooking the river, you can see Canada, you can see the city. It's dope as hell. So they doing 600 rooms. It's gonna be a luxury riverfront hotel. I believe it's all glass. I think so. Yep, there you go in the corner. All glass. So that means there's not going to be not one bad view of the city from here. So that's dope. So they said this project was at least $75 million. They're going to get $1 million in tax abatement to meet with residents and negotiate a community benefits agreement. Um, I'm assuming that a community benefit agreement is basically how does this project benefit the community? It's downtown, so it's going to, I mean, define community. Are y'all talking about downtown, the city of Detroit as a whole? Because it's really only going to benefit downtown if you think about it. So here's the map of the community. Let me turn this around for y'all on the ground. That they are referring to, which is downtown Detroit. So this is Woodward and to Michigan to 6th Street, then 6th and Porter, Trumbull, and then the west side of Jefferson, or I guess Jefferson. They look like Jefferson. That's right in front of Cobo. Yeah, they look like that part of Jefferson. So that's the little community that they're referring to. Like I thought. So the meeting looked like it's going to be inside of Cobo, say TCF Center or whatever the hell it's called. Now they didn't change the name again. So the first meeting was already had. It was at 6 o'clock on January 9th. And then the next one was on the 16th. If you're a resident of this community and you want to be on the council, you had to be there in person. The remaining 7 members are selected by the planning department. Members must commit to attend weekly meetings over roughly 2 months. Damn, every week, that's a job. The neighborhood council is tasked with identifying impacts of the development and advocate for community benefits, resulting in a signed agreement that receives final approval by city. Blah blah blah. They're gonna validate your parking. Blah blah blah. The hotel will sit on the former site of the Joe redub. Oh, it's gonna be called Water Square. That doesn't have ring a bell to, or it doesn't sound quite fancy to me, but whatever. This is going to be next to a 496 unit upscale apartment tower expected to open in early 2024. So that's this year. That's right on time with all the stuff coming to the city this summer. Private investment firm the Sterling Group is leading the hotel project. Construction of the hotel is expected to start in the second quarter. A 25-story hotel will include a ground floor restaurant, a lobby bar, 2 ballrooms, 50,000 square feet of meeting rooms, a swimming pool, spa, and fitness area. That's going to be dope. A pedestrian walkway will connect the building to Huntington Place. So if you stand there, you ain't even got to go outside to get into Cobo. Or for y'all that's not from here, that's Huntington's Place. For those who can't see, you can come over to YouTube and you can see everything. There are roughly 5,000 downtown Detroit hotel rooms. A nonprofit, blah, blah, blah. That's not important. They said a limited number of downtown hotel rooms is holding back growth in the city's lodging market. 2 new Yeah, if they talking about that, because like the Doubletree, that shit old as hell. Who want to stay there? It's too many newer, updated places downtown. So who's staying at the Doubletree is outdated. Low key, the Renaissance Center is outdated. The only reason people staying at the Renaissance Marriott is because of the location. Them rooms is old as hell. It still look like 95 up in there. But with the draft, it probably won't even matter. But yeah, the final four gonna be here in 2027, so that's good. All right, that's my first news. Second news: parking in Detroit is about to go up again, I believe, or either they trying something out. So they enforcing certain things starting early 2024. So that could be today or that could be next week. So they started new residential parking zones. Because if y'all notice, it, let me see how can I phrase this. Before the bankruptcy and right after, a parking ticket used to be $10. So what I would do instead of paying $25 to park, I'm gonna take my chances because if I get a ticket, it's only $10. No, and it was $10 if you mailed it in within like the first 5 or 7 days or something like that. So now it's $45 no matter when you get it. So it's like damn, pay for parking. All right, so the new parking zones will be enforced starting January 2nd, January 16th, and early February. One area is cash parking Selden, so that is like Wayne State area. Southern Brush Park Zone, that's Brush Park, which is where all the new $500,000 places at, right across the street from Little Caesars Arena. That's Brush Park, and Central Brush Park, which is kind of still over there. So it kind of makes sense why they doing this over there because people are just parking over there. There's no meters. You can just do street parking. That's where a lot of people park and just walk and go to the games or hang out downtown. So it's all a money grab. What it sounds like to me. They said the zones were created at the request of the residents within the neighborhoods who are finding it increasingly difficult to find parking near their apartments due to the growing number of visitors to nearby restaurants and entertainment. That's exactly what I just said. Each neighborhood application was developed with guidance from the parking department and approved by the city, and the rest of that don't matter. So y'all know that you got the parking app. That's how I pay for parking, or you can pay at the new fancy smashy meters that accept credit cards now. Um, So basically, they require you to get a parking permit if you live over there. That's crazy. But I guess that makes sense because if you paying rent or got a mortgage over there, you come home can't find nowhere to park, you ain't got no garage. That is kind of messed up. And hopefully, people ain't blocking folks' driveway because I get you told block my jump. So they got 4 type of residential permits. Each resident is entitled to 2 to 3 permits depending on the zone. You have a residential one for all non-senior and income exemption, a senior permit, so if you're 65 and over, uh, fee is automatically provided. Oh, so they pay for it. That's cool. Income exemption, so I guess you get a discount. Property owner parking. Property owners are entitled to one account. So then you have to get a visitor permit. I don't know about that, but I guess you get 30 passes for the year. They good for 24 hours or I guess more. Can be activated in real time for a future date. A license plate is entered for each visitor permit. A caregiver permit, you can get up to 3 or and then 3 additional. A rental permit, a rental car can be temporarily included in the zone. Okay, this sounds stupid. I really want to see how this about to work. Cause I guess. I don't know if I agree with this. Alright, let me see if I got a couple questions. Oh jeez. Question of curiosity. A real estate investor that actually owns rentals. Yeah, I got rentals, so what that mean? Do you have any rentals? Are you a rentee? Alright, so that's my first. Oh, and all the links to everything I'm gonna show today is already in the comments further up. That's what I'm saying. That's where a lot of people park at over there, cause that's I don't know. This is gonna be funny to watch, to really see, cause a lot of people park over there, like a lot. If y'all can't see, head over to YouTube. Oh, come on, what up though? Yeah, that's not my type of crowd, but I love the music though. I hope DBC win. They gonna win. All right, next article. And this was great news for the city of Detroit. I mean, great news. Share this tab instead. All right, so Detroit ends 2023 with the fewest homicides in 57 years. So I'm 40. So my whole life. Double digit drops in shootings, carjacking, thanks to DPD, that's Detroit Police Department, for those that know, and federal, county, state, and community partnerships. Um, I'm not surprised because of what's happening here with our real estate and our market. People are not going to want to stay here for that. Is it still popping off in the city? Absolutely. But is it popping off like how it was growing up as the 80s, baby? Hell no. 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 Detroit do still Detroiting, but I do think I noticed that. And for those who live in Detroit, if you're on this live, have y'all noticed how crime is starting to increase more across 8 Mile? How Detroit crime used to be? I wonder if anybody noticing that. I've been noticing that. But the city of Detroit finished 2023 with 252 homicides, the fewest recorded since 1966. That's crazy. The city also saw a 16% reduction in non fatal shootings and a 34% reduction in carjacking. A coalition of local, state, and federal partners announced today, well, January 3rd. In 2023, many cities in the U.S. saw a reduction in crime as the COVID era violence has begun to abate. I thought personally that crime was lower during COVID because everybody was up and stuck. That's just what I noticed. At least in Detroit. What's truly remarkable is that the Detroit's homicide dropped below pre-COVID levels. I want to thank the men and women of the DPD. I'm not about to read all that. So, we laid out a clear strategy at the start of 2023 to drive down gun crimes. This makes sense because with all the great stuff that's happening with our sports team, a lot of big corporations looking to relocate here, unfortunately, crime makes a big difference and determines who moves here as a person, a family, or, corporation. So, kind of makes sense. They had to kind of do something about it. So in 2022 it's 309, 23 was 252. So that's 18% change. And y'all can see all that. So here are the different type of offenses. Thanking all them, blah, blah, blah. Carjackings are down 63%. That's huge. Homicides are down 17. Non-fatal 18 and 22 individuals charged federally. I don't know, that's higher down, but whatever. 1,252 guns was recovered. I'm not about to read all that. They don't see why the balloon show on the live too. Sidebar for y'all who updated y'all iPhone, when you do the peace sign, balloons show up. But apparently you do it on live too. Prosecutor Kim Worthy. We're gonna keep scrolling by her. All right, that's enough of that. But that's good news. All right, we talked about this. But they did say, was it enough to be competitive? I can't say because I don't know what bus drivers make. So they increased it by $3. So now it's $19.15. And the max pay after 4 years is $25.61. This for a bus driver. Bus drivers make good money, I think, but it's probably a safety issue because they just open to people coming on there. Like, used to be some stories on these buses back in the day. You get a quarterly attendance bonus by $500, which is an extra almost $6,000 a year. But of course, they're gonna tax that. More than 3/4 of drivers earn the attendance bonus, so basically, they're gonna pay you extra for coming to work. Okay, that's cool. So now the city of Detroit, I guess, is making more than the smart bus drivers because they saying smart is paid $16.50. So for those who don't know, the smart buses is the suburban buses in Detroit. Well, Metro Detroit. And now that's going to start in 1911. They got union bus drivers, blah, blah, blah. So shout out to the bus people. That's important because that's probably the closest to mass transit the city of Detroit is ever going to see in that queue line. I'm just saying. That might change in the future, but I personally don't think it will because what it's going to cost Detroit to really build a mass transit system It's going to be very, very expensive, and it must going to be underground because where it's going to go on top of ground, it just ain't nowhere for it to go. So that's my 2 cents. I read that one. I read that one. Let me see if we got any questions. No more questions? What's my YouTube? My YouTube is my company name, Denson Construction Services. I'm thinking about changing it because don't nobody be looking it up by there. I think they just type my name in or something. I don't know. But I might keep it Lady Contractor. I might make it Lady Contractor News, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. It's been that since it started. What up, though? Let's see. What was my next window? I got the emails pulled up. Oh, DTE. DTE is offering buyouts to 3,000 employees. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. So let's pull this article up. Share this tab. I don't know if they're going to let me read it because I got to renew my subscription. Oh, they did. Nope. So here's the article. DTE offered buyouts to 3,000 employees, which is 30% of its workforce. So this is what I think is happening as far as DTE and just other companies as well. If y'all not paying attention to this migrant crisis, I think y'all should. If you look at the people who is migrating over here, they're young, able-bodied men, some women, children, right? That's another voting population, and that's a whole nother workforce. So look at the big three and how they just had this massive strike, right? And how a lot of those people are back to work. Now, I don't know if y'all listen to Anton Daniel. Shout out to him. He a Detroit native. What up, though? I don't know if he watches my show, but if you do, what up, though? He talks about this a lot. And like I have been noticing stuff, but he really goes into detail and like explains what's going on here and other places like Texas, Chicago, New York. That's the only ones I can think of right now, right? So, if y'all don't want to work, they gonna work. And they gonna work for whatever they agree to pay them. You wanna know why? Because wherever they just came from, this money over here is considered balling. Okay? So I need y'all to pay attention to that. This AI stuff, this is serious too. AI is eventually going to replace a whole lot of these menial jobs that we really don't need a person to do. I've been using AI, I've been playing around with it with this course I bought, and that junk dope as hell. And it's just going to keep getting better. So y'all might want to pay attention to this. Now, how many of DTE employees gonna take this? I don't know, but we gonna see. So that's something I think y'all should pay attention to. Next article. The state of Michigan is not Detroit, but the state of Michigan as a whole is experiencing one of the worst move out crisis. So I remember a couple years ago they were talking about this because they were trying to retain its college educated force. Because we got some of the top schools in the country here: U of D, Wayne State, Michigan State, U of M, so forth. Right? So you got people going to these schools that's from here or come here and they don't stay here. I think that's getting better, but we're gonna see. But they saying Michigan done jumped 2 places among states on one measure of population migration in 2023, which I think they're going to like Texas, Florida, and some other places, right? Now, on the flip side, I'm noticing people migrating here to Detroit because where they live at, Florida, New York, who's moved here? Jersey, California, the whole West Coast. What they're spending for a house there is pennies on the dollars here. So they will come here cash and give you $250 for a fully renovated brick house, or buy a $40,000 house and put the money into it to fix it up how they want. So the same thing that kind of happened with Atlanta, to where their numbers is just disrespectful. Like if I move to Atlanta, I feel like I'll be poor. That's just honest. Because in Detroit, it don't really take much to ball out here. It really don't. You could be making 50 to 100,000 a year in Detroit, and you're living really, really good with a 2-parent household and some kids. So it ain't impossible. All right, what else on my news? Target. So Target had been talking about coming to Detroit for years. I mean years. And it was supposed to be up here on Woodward and Mac, right at the next door to my favorite Coney, Detroit One Coney. And they backed out. So the reason they backed out, from what I've been hearing, is a lot about the delays that the developer is having. Now, I don't know if delays is due to COVID, because that slowed down a lot of big projects. If it's financing or what, and Target just got tired of waiting. Hopefully, they can come to some type of agreement and Target comes back, because there's no major retailer in the city of Detroit. I take that back. Meyer is here now. We got one on 8 Mile and Woodward, and then you got the real uppity bougie Meyer Rivertown Market on Jefferson and that street. It's like Jefferson is the front side, the back side is Lauren, and this street right here, is that Atwater? No, it's not Atwater. I don't know what that street is. I turn on it every day, but it's that street. It's one block off of 375. I tell you that. So if you're from Detroit, you know what I'm talking about. So, and that boy is beautiful. And I got videos on my phone I got to post, but mighty uppity in there. Mighty uppity. All right. That's one news. See, any questions? If I purchase a satellite in between two houses by accident, am I allowed to build on it? I don't know how you buy something by accident, but can you build on it? Yes and no. So yes, you can build on it, depending on what was there. So I'm going to assume it was already residential stuff there. So you would have to get some architectural plans from a licensed architect, preferred, because technically I think in Michigan, or at least this how it used to be when I was back in school, to anything under, I think it was like 2,000 square feet or 3,500 or something like that, you didn't need a licensed architect. I personally don't recommend that, because you want to make sure your stuff right, and if it go wrong, who you gonna sue, right? So you would definitely need to have your plans together before presenting to the city, and make sure your zoning is on point, and you got to show your money, how you gonna pay for it. So if you got the money to do all that, I mean, go for it. Why not build new? Because new construction is definitely what's coming to Detroit. They're already experiencing or experimenting with that 3D printing. That is one ugly house, by the way. That house is ugly. I might drive, and it's around the corner from me too. It still ain't sold. If whoever buys it, I think they're just going to be buying it to say they're the first one to bought it. The inside look dope from the pictures I seen, but the outside is ugly. Who wants a lime green house? It's ugly to me. But you got that happening. You have container home building starting to really pop here in the city. New construction as a whole is not really in the neighborhoods other than downtown Detroit, a few in Midtown, and a couple off the number streets, right? But that's new whole development. As far as new housing, that's definitely next for the city. I'm personally learning container home building right now, and prefab and modular and stuff, because I see what's coming. We have too much land here to not build on, and we have cheap land. I mean, cheap land. Our land starts at $100. I don't know nowhere else we can get a lot for the price of a silk press. I just don't. But I definitely see it coming. I was right. It is Rivard. Thank you. All right, so that's that article about Target. That's the Michigan stuff. Um. Oh, 5 Detroit neighborhood projects got $14.5 million. Okie doke. I gotta renew my subscription because this is trash. Let me let you see so many for free. But sidebar, if y'all want to sign up for Crane Detroit Business, once you sign up, you get so many views free, and then after that you gotta pay. But right now they got it on sale, so I probably gonna sign back up. But that's how I be knowing a lot of stuff. So you got that coming to the city. Is a grant actually to support 5 neighborhood projects. One of them is the former Jefferson Intermediate School building in 4th and Selden in Midtown. So that's going to be huge. I seen they demoing Folks Middle School. I seen some pictures of that. They finally tearing that down. In the perfect world for me, I would like to buy all these old school and turn them into some dog ass lofts. That's just me, because the infrastructure is there. They're solid, 50 some 100-year-old buildings. You are gonna probably have to full gut most of it, because like the building down the street from me was an old school, and them boys is like 300,000 up to $1.2 million, because they went up, so the rooftop they built stick up, and then they turned it into penthouses, and then the ones that's like a mill. But this is dope. This is dope. Uh oh, the baby boomers in the city of Detroit and surrounding areas, Metro Detroit. They're saying that there are, of course, the empty nesters, and then kind of like the Gen X. You got a lot of them becoming empty nesters too, and they have the larger homes in Detroit that millennials of my generation and whoever's behind me, I forgot what generation that is, Gen Z or something like that. They want the bigger homes, but they can't find any. And if they do find them, they're taxing, because you don't have the baby boomers what is it when they downsize and then they go into like nice senior communities, or they just go into like condos and stuff. They're not selling their houses because I don't know if it's because of the market, interest rates, or they just like, I'm gonna be in my home, I'm gonna stay here forever. So you got that becoming an issue. And I've been noticing that too, because if you really look at it in Detroit, the nicest houses are always with the seniors. Always. They gonna take care of their house. Like they for sure gonna take care of it. Let me share. There we go. So yeah, they gonna take care of that. They got the better houses. The neighborhoods look better where all the seniors at. Ain't no crime really happening over there, because they gonna tell. They looking. Somebody always watch. Actually, it ain't about them telling. Ain't nothing to tell, because nothing ain't really happening over there for real, which is a good thing. Do you know if East Point or Pontiac, Michigan is growing? I got a lot of clients who invest in Pontiac, but they don't flip there. They Section 8, they rent. So I personally would never do Pontiac, but because Pontiac ain't nothing from Detroit. It was like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on traffic. But it's great for Section 8. And Pontiac is in Oakland County, not Wayne County. So don't be looking for Pontiac, for those who don't know, like in the tax auction here. I'm sure Oakland County probably has a tax auction as well. I just don't know nothing about it. As far as East Point go, I like East Point because it's right out. It's literally across 8 Mile. A lot of nice brick homes, close to freeways and stuff like that. As far as if it's growing or not, I don't know. I really only know Detroit. Let's see what else. All right, so Detroit is to build on affordable housing efforts in 2024, because we are at the beginning of an affordable housing crisis right here in the city. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but it's happened. Once the average rent became $1,500, and I started seeing houses for rent in Brightmo for $1,500, I was like, wait a minute, what is going on here? So here's the article on that on the crane. This was posted. Of course, they're gonna let me see the date. Oh, December of last year. So they're working on that. Like I noticed, what's the church over there next to the Northern High School or whatever it's called now, Little Rock. They just built some apartments across the street. These are up on East Warren for 80% or less of the area median income. And it's some more apartments they built on Woodward 2 I saw the other day, or they building. And they built them pretty quick. So I don't know if them was partial prefab too. Cause I know like the container park where Old Tiger Stadium was at, that's on Michigan Avenue and 12th, for those who are not from the city. They did a concrete structure and then just slid the modular units in there like boom, 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 and connected everything. And that was done in I think maybe a year. So it's coming. What other questions we got? Is 4235 area? Yeah, it's good for renting in 4235 or fix and flip. But you gotta know these. So look, zip codes in Detroit matter, but it kind of doesn't, Because if you don't know your blocks in Detroit and your cross streets, like we're a big cross street place, like I say, hey, I'm on 6 Mile in Woodward, or I'm around 6 Mile in Woodward. Because before GPS and the phones, you would have to do that so people can know a vicinity of where you at. So if you don't know the blocks, knowing the zip codes don't even matter. Because you could buy in, let's say, I can't think of off the top of my head. Let's use, for example, 48214. You could say you could be in Indian Village, but back in the day, if you was on like Cattle Mac and Bewit, you wouldn't buy that part. But if you're not from here, somebody could tell you that, hey, this house is in Indian Village when it's really a mile or two from Indian Village, but you on Mac and Bewit. You see what I'm saying? Do you mind sharing what happened to you that made you decide that you weren't doing any more residential home on the government? Uh, in summary, homeowners are delusional. Homeowners are what's the word? Impatient, want it now. Not all homeowners. So I ain't gonna say all. I've only worked with 10 homeowners in my entire 2010, 24, almost 14 years of business. I've only worked with 10 homeowners. But I'm a one-time person. So in summary, homeowners are delusional, they're impatient, they watch too much TV. Just because it costs $1 in the store don't mean it should cost $1 to do the work. And this is general right here. If I send you a contract, and my contract, let's say, is for $300,000, right? 50,000 of that is materials. 15 of that, no, another 20 is going to be dumpsters and permits. So that's $70,000, and ain't nobody lifted a finger to put the material in. Labor cost is even more higher than it's ever been because you have so many of our seasoned, good senior carpenters, electricians, HVAC, and plumbers, and so forth retiring, and we don't have the numbers replacing them at the rate they're retiring. And this was talked about back in 2010 when I was in carpentry school. It was a big article in the paper, and now it's 2024, and it's even worse. So labor cost is up. On top of that, don't nobody want to work since all that free COVID money, so you got to pay more. So out of that, I'm not seeing all that. So that's part of the issue too. So just because y'all see a sink cost what it costs in the store, okay, let's say a vanity is $300 with the mirror and everything. Who gonna put it in? When Home Depot deliver it, they not bringing them in the house no more. They only bringing it over the threshold or delivering it on the yard. Somebody got to pick that up and bring it in the house. You're paying for that. Once they put it in the house, they got to the plumber has to buy the pieces to connect for the P trap, the water lines, all that good stuff. He got to buy that. You got to still buy a faucet or whatever, or let's say that's there. So you paying for the expertise of the person to put in said material, so you don't have to keep paying for it. That makes sense, because that's how you end up paying for stuff 2 or 3 times, if that make any sense. So that's another reason. The other reason is too much HGTV, no HGTV money. That's another reason. And I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired. One time something happened, and I was like, I'm a one-time person. So every time something happened, I change my rules. So that's the. I think I would still work with previous homeowners because the ones who ain't give me no hassle, I ain't got no problem working with them for the rest of my life. And depending on the contract and the control, like I understand, unfortunately, that there are way more bad contractors than there are good, but I actually do right by people. I have integrity, stuff like that. It was a rough first couple years when I started my company because I actually had integrity and so did my team. So I didn't take a lot of work because of that, or didn't get a lot of work because everybody wanted cheap or fast right now. And that's not how we operate. We have to be able to sleep at night. My name is on something. So that's more important to me than anything, because I could lose it all today, but my name is gonna, help me get it back. So that's been my issue with homeowners. Investors is how I started. I prefer investors because they ain't here bothering me. They tell me what color they want. We agree to a number for the contract, and they let me do my damn job. So that's one thing I like about investors. But at the same time, I invest too, but I'm a contractor first, investor second, which means I'm gonna always do what's right for that house before I care about money to an extent. Like, yes, money is important because I gotta pay subs and buy materials, but I've taken a lot of L's dealing with homeowners, and I'm not taking no more. I'm just not. Like, oh, my only issue with investors though is that a lot of them don't listen. Like, I'm gonna post this tomorrow. So during the freeze we just had, I told this client repeatedly, get the gas on, get the gas on. They did not listen. When they finally came out the other day, which was Tuesday, when we went back the next day, they had to come back again because they still didn't take the lock off the meter. It was a sheet of ice in the basement in both bathrooms. So what happened was I seen those pipes sweating Tuesday. I was like, hey, you need to get DTE over here because this pipe is about to bust. I see it expanding and contracting. So it's going to bust eventually. And that's exactly what happened. Also, what busted was the toilets. It's water in them toilets. In Detroit, you have to winterize your houses. You have to pay that couple $100, have somebody come over there and drain all the lines, drain the hot water tank, put the antifreeze in there so it won't freeze. Did not do that. We've been in this house since October, November. I should have been out of there by now, but weather made stuff go longer. People can't make decisions, stuff like that. I understand a lot of investors are in or people are indecisive, but working in Detroit in the winter, you cannot be indecisive. You need to make decisions or you need to give me the control to make that decision for you. And you give me that control, and I mean I'm trying to like overstep or disrespect you or anything like that. I know what these houses take, and a lot of homeowners and investors they don't listen. I'm not trying to get over on you. Like, I think a lot of people think I'd be lying until it happened to them, and what I told her could happen actually happened. So the toilet cracked and leaked everywhere, and then why it's leaking is freezing. Why it's leaking? It's two -2 degrees Tuesday. Like, it was cold. No, I think we was a single day. I think it was like 5 or 6 degrees, still cold. So whatever it is outside, inside is probably double that. So that means we're in the negative now. So that's kind of why, in summary. Hope I answered your question. Asia, if you have a unit that's not occupied, what tips do you have during the winter to avoid problems, pipes, etc.? Like I said, make sure the heat is on. If the heat is on, you don't really have to winterize, cause like Big Orange doesn't have it's not winterized, but the heat, like that's a fully rehab house, so the heat is on, it's fully insulated, stuff like that. I need to go by there. I ain't been by there all year yet and just check on it, but I'm pretty sure it's okay. Um, so that's one thing. You could also wrap your piping, like some people wrap in the insulation, just tape it to keep it warm. Um, if you don't have the heat on in the house, pay somebody to winterize it. Pay a plumber to go by there and winterize that house. That's really what I can do to avoid tell you. I don't really start rehabs in the winter. If I do start a rehab, it needs to be prior till it gets cold. So by the time it does get cold, the furnace and everything is in there, and now we on the inside. If we not at that phase, I do what I can while it's cold, and then once the weather break, then we on and popping. So like if the house need a roof, can't do that right now. It's too cold. I probably won't do no roofs probably to April or May, because April is our rainy season. So that's gonna take forever too. I've been trying to get doors put in on this project I've been in for 2 weeks, but it's been cold. What other tip for winter? But yeah, get the heat on. With the furnace in there, turn that damn heat on. And just secure the house properly with dogs or pay somebody to stay there or something like that. But turn heat on. You explained this before, that's why I'm gonna hit you up when I'm ready to invest because I don't want to be behind in the blind. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I'm not telling y'all stuff just to get money from you. Do I want money? Absolutely, because I am a for-profit entity. However, I am for-profit with integrity, morals. I have a conscience, stuff like that. So I'm not just telling you this stuff just because it sounds good. Let me see what question the Graham got. What city? What? Yeah, container homes doing great here. And I think they should really start building container homes in like bad weather climates, like they get hurricanes and stuff. Like, you can't, I mean, God is gonna do what he wanna do whenever he want to, but I think container homes will do great in hurricane areas, like very good. Andy, what up though? How can I get government contracts renovating bathroom and kitchens? Go sign up. Greenwich area by home. Greenwich? What you mean Greenfield? Like 7 Mile in Greenfield, by the ghetto Home Depot. Yeah, it's kind of nice over there. You got Curtis, got some nice houses over there. I remember shit back in 2016. I wholesaled a house over there. I only wanted 25 grand for it. All the houses that I've wholesaled over the years when I was like first starting off and I had no money. Because I don't say broke. I like to say that I'm financially strapped or on a fixed income because words have meaning, you know. So and thoughts and stuff like that, and that manifestation is real. So, but yeah, it's nice over there. But I always watch all the houses to see what the values look like. Yeah, it's a couple houses. While I walked into an ice skating rink, they should listen. I didn't walk into it because I didn't see it. My HVAC guy and the plumber, they called me and told me, and I just bust out laughing. They was like, "Why you laughing?" I was like, "Cause I told her this was gonna happen and it's happening." And then whoever her broker is, he went over there and sent her pictures. And I was like, "Yeah, I told you." She like, "Well, what is it that we can do?" I was like, "Either we can break the ice now and see what happens." I was like, "But honestly, you need to wait till the house warms up and it melts and then see the damage. Because breaking the ice, you might cause more damage." But we had just put them brand new furnaces in 2 weeks ago. So if they damage from the water, that ain't no me. She gonna have to pay to replace them. Cause I told you. Homeowners with funds don't get a pass. Homeowners with funds could get a pass if they listen. Cause that's the other thing. It's like they have the money, but then they won't give me. I need full control of the house. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Let me do my thing. You can ask whatever question you want. You can come and go as you please because it's your house. But if my contract says that there are to be no other contractors in this house while I'm over here, it's for a reason. Don't do it anyway. Because technically that makes my contract null and void and I can walk away from your house. You owe me where I'm up to, and then I go about my day, technically. And the reason why I do that, because remember, I'm a one-time person. So years ago, they had somebody else do the plumbing, somebody else do the electricity, somebody else do the HVAC, somebody else do the roof. I was only responsible for the carpentry on the inside. All those other trades didn't know what they were doing. They didn't pull permits. Uh, so I knew what. Even if you don't pull permits, you still need to do work up to code. So if the person does get cited later, they'll still pass because then they can show the pictures and stuff like that. Like, okay, we did this, we did that. All right, cool. Because if you don't, that inspector can be an a-hole and make you bust open these walls again. But ever since then, I pull permits on everything because that protects me or anything that requires a permit, I should say. But yeah, just because they got money, I don't care if you got a bad attitude, I'm straight. Like if you talk to me crazy, I'm straight. If you flirt with me, hitting on me, I'm straight. Like it's not about that. Like I'm about the money and doing a good job. How do you switch a family flat to a single home? Um, are you gutting the house? If you do that, please don't turn the kitchen into just a big stupid room. Make the kitchen your laundry room because the plumbing is already there, and just make it a really nice laundry room. But that's basically what you gotta do. You might need blueprints. I've never done it. I know some people who have. Some had to submit blueprints showing what they were doing because they're changing it. But that does mess with your values, I think, in a good way or a bad way. Because now instead of it being a 3-2 in each unit, now you got a 6-2. But if you're gonna rent it, I wouldn't do it because I think a 6 bedroom in the city goes for like 3 grand or something. But why do that when a 3 bedroom is 1,800 and now you're getting 3,600 for both? That's just me. We got to connect soon. I'm interested in that. All right, just hit me up. I have clients from all walks of life. I don't discriminate. Uh, did I cancel the? No, I didn't cancel the event. The only way we gonna cancel real estate Fridays is if the weather bad. Then we just call it earlier in the day. But as of right now, next Friday supposed to be okay. It's just cold. No, wear your snow boots. Any more questions? All right, what else I had on my topics? The homicides. We talked about that. Parking. The night home, my boomer, DT. I think that was it. I think that was all my topics for today. Oh, if you're on YouTube, you want to come up here and ask a question, I can put the link in the comments. And here we go. So if y'all on the gram and want to come on here and ask me a question, y'all got to come over to YouTube. Also, I'm going to be doing a mentorship. It's going to be 2 this year. So one I'm doing with my boy Rod Perry. He from Pontiac, Yanktown, so kind of Detroit. He invests pretty heavy here, and I think in Houston where he lives. So me and him are doing a joint mentorship later. I think the price is $3,000 a person, and I think it's 6 weeks. But I'll post like more info once we finalize everything. And then I'm doing a separate one just on general construction, like being a general contractor. And it'll probably be some vesting in Detroit up in there too. But and I'm on with mine. I probably won't take no more than like 10 to 15 people, something like that. It's going to be a cost. I don't know what that's going to be yet. It's probably going to be about 6 to 8 weeks. We meet once a week, probably like on probably on the weekend, probably maybe Saturdays or Sundays. And then I'm trying to see what else. Oh, everything's going to be recorded because I'm working on a course overall, so I need that to be part of that. And then those people who are part of my mentorship for construction, you will get lifetime access to my course. How do I feel about doing wholesale in Detroit? Wholesaling still up and stuck. I haven't personally done a wholesale deal probably about a year in the city. I'm about to probably ramp back up. I got to get my site redid because my Investicare, I think it expired, and then I paid somebody to redo my site, and then they messed it up. So the people who do my construction site, I'm just had them do that one. So I think that's going to take 2 to 3 months, but I'm going to really build it out. So when I start, as I get more rentals, I want everything on the website, so like people be able to apply for a rental application on there, pay their rent, submit work order requests and all that. So that site gonna cost me probably like I think they said 4,200, and it's gonna take like 3 months. So general kind of what I want. I'm in Chicago. Yeah, so it'll be based off Michigan because I'm only licensed in Michigan. That's the only contractor law I personally know. But it'll be a lot of general stuff. Like the Michigan part would be probably the laws that pertains to here, which may pertain to your state too. You just have to look them up. I don't know. I am in the process of getting. I think I'm gonna get licensed in Georgia next because they reciprocate with so many southern states, actually Georgia and Alabama, because Georgia don't reciprocate with Alabama and vice versa. So I'm looking into Georgia and Alabama getting a license down there too, because my family we own land in Georgia and Alabama, and I want to build down there eventually. So that's the goal. Wholesaling the absolutely, girl. When I was on the fixed income when I first started, wholesaling got me through, like through. Do you hear me? Through. If you go look on Denson Construction IG and go to the beginning, there ain't nothing but wholesale deals I was doing on there, and I was posting every time I got a check. I was happy. Yes, his work get to a lot of money to be starting to try texting out. That's what's up. Yeah, but wholesaling, I love it. It's a lot of people who wholesale in Detroit, but I wouldn't let that discourage you. Just like it's a lot of people who sell weave for hair. I wouldn't let it discourage you. You just got to be better at it. That's all. But yeah, if you're not on my email list, definitely get on there because everything I post as far as housing, I'm about to start back doing courses, events, all that goes there first before I post to social media. I have a project I want to wholesale in Detroit. You can send it to me and I'll let you know if I can help you or not. What else? Y'all got any more questions? Cause if not, I can get out of here early. We've been on here like an hour. I try to do 2 hours. But next month's topic is, let me see. I got some dope meetings coming up with the VA. Cause they in the houseless crisis too. They need a lot of homes for veterans. They pay just like Section 8. Um, Specifically, I would assume they need rent style houses, or if not, houses with bathrooms on the first floor, laundry too maybe. So the next one is February the 16th. and it's gonna be Detroit news you can use. It's the topic, so kind of similar probably to today. So whatever's going on from tomorrow to then, I'll do an overview of it. Um, I have Detroit Real Estate Weekend for sure confirmed by then. Also, Garza, what is it called? I'm about to pull it up for y'all so y'all can see. I'll have to set my link up with them. What's it called? Garza Blanca. If y'all like to travel like me. In Cancun, it's a new hotel. I seen it back in July when me and my little cousin went. And then I signed up to be a part of their reward program and timeshare. So let's share this tab. So this beautiful place here, I'll be posting content for, and I'll have a referral link with a discount code, of course. So y'all can go stay here. Really, really nice. This is the penthouse loft. I'm not staying there because it's just gonna be me if I go, like some family, but it's beautiful. It's all inclusive. Well, they have regular price and all inclusive. I definitely recommend all inclusive when y'all traveling because you just got to show up at that point. Your food's included. A lot of your activities are included. Stuff like that. Uh, you interested in mentorship? All right, cool. Send me a DM with your email and stuff like that for everybody who's interested in either mentorship, either mine or the one that's going to be real estate and construction with Rodney Perry. Rod Perry. And I'll definitely send y'all out an email and y'all to get first dibs. Grosse Pointe is suburbs, but Grosse Pointe is in Wayne County. So if you bid at the Wayne County tax auction, you might see Grosse Pointe on there. Novi is Wayne County. Hold on, let's Google. Cause it's a bunch. Dearborn is Wayne County. Redford. Who else? Grosse Pointe Park. So let's share this tab. So Wayne County cities: Detroit, Wayne, which is a suburb, Westland, Dearborn, Livonia, Taylor, Canton, Redford Charter, Romulus, that's where the airport is, Plymouth, Inkster, Belleville, Dearborn Heights, Southgate, Wyandotte, and Grosse Pointe. All of those are Wayne County. Everything I said that's not Detroit is a suburb of Detroit or Metro Detroit. So that's something y'all should know. How can you sign up to provide via health? I'll know more Tuesday because I'm meeting with me and my team, we're meeting with the director of housing for Detroit. Ain't nothing like a direct plug, I swear. Relationships are everything. So I keep y'all posted on that. So for people in the future who buy turnkey houses from me, all of your tenants will either have a Section 8 tenant or veteran tenant in it, or some government program tenant that pays us on the first, like clockwork, no misbeat. And the new lender that I'm partnering with, they'll be able to help you all purchase those turnkey properties from me. So hopefully later this year, I might have to hire me like a real actual assistant. I got 2 VAs now. Eventually, when I was about to hire before, I just couldn't find nobody. So, cause we got a vibe. I'm very I think I'm an easy person to work with. Like I ain't gonna be all hovering over you, but I expect you to do your damn job. So, I want to show y'all this too real quick. All right, y'all. So look, what's the rent like in Grosse Pointe? High as hell. That's what it is. Excuse me, y'all. All right, so I seen this for sale because I got a couple zip codes, in my alerts. So this is like a condo within or a co-op within a building. I thought these were just regular apartments to rent, but it's only 18 grand. So if you on a fixed income, you need some low key. This is nice. Look at this. Already updated. I get rid of that old fan, but this is more than moving ready compared to Detroit. Look, this is nice. I don't know if the appliances is included. All you got to do is paint if you don't like them colors. Now they can get the old bathroom, but it's in good shape. You can reglaze this if you want to do a quick little facelift, paint, put some new light fixtures, you smooth. But 18,000, can't beat that. But I believe you have to be I don't think you can buy it and rent it. They had it in the comments somewhere. Hold on, let me go look. Built in 1959. Yeah, got an HOA of $400 a month. That ain't nothing. You only spent 18 grand. I would lowball and come in like 10.5, 12.5. But it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Uh, dining, built-in shelving. The HOA includes water, heat, lawn, snow removal, trash, and your property taxes. Oh, you can't beat that. Private storage, locker, and coin operating laundry. So yeah, if you're on a fixed income and you're trying to make some moves and you need some cheaper housing, here you go. This is $18,000. Can't beat that, and it's updated. This is it. This is the address. It's on the east side. That ain't bad, but I like that. Also, I want to show y'all this. So this is, if y'all from Detroit, you know where the Friends School it was. This is on that old land now behind that church that's historical on Lafayette, and I think that's St. Alban, right off the DeQuinter cut. These are nice. But y'all see this price? And they probably gonna get it or close to it. It's a lot of steps though. That's 4 levels. It's a lot of walking. But this is cute. I will live here. I like this. I hope it ain't no double. See, I don't know why they don't put double sinks in places no more. Who created this trend? Because y'all need to stop. All my houses gonna have double sink. Because for people who really cook, you need a double sink. So I'm just supposed to wash my meat right here and then clean the sink out, and that's slowing me down. I need 2 sides. I digress though. Y'all wrong for this little mirror. Y'all could have had a bigger mirror for $500,000. Oh, I love this wall. Now that's hot. That's hard. I would have had this exposed. Real, that's just me. But you know, hey, I didn't build this. That's hard. I like that. The kitchen cold though. I just don't like they ain't got no double sink. That's cute, little full size bed. Double sink bathroom. I'm seeing these mirrors a lot too. Cause I seen them in hotels at first. Now people putting them in like higher end places. The Bluetooth mirror. And this company just reached out to me too from Cali that want to wholesale something to me. But I probably wouldn't do nothing like that until I start building. And then I can buy them wholesale. Because I wouldn't need but like maybe 10 at a time. They probably don't give me no good pricing. Okay, shower. I don't like that the door swings into the glass. So I hope there's a doorstop on here somewhere. I will put it on the hinge. I don't like that. Because if you slam that boy hard enough, you see what I'm saying? But I get what I had to do it. I get the sink on that side. If it was room, I would have a sliding barn door. Y'all can put a futon in there. Okay, they had a bigger mirror in this one. I don't like them cheap knobs. I don't like chrome. I don't like chrome. Chrome gets dirty quick. It stains. Your fingerprints get on there, and sometimes chrome be hard to clean. I prefer what is it, satin brushed nickel. I prefer that. That gold brass is back in. And I like the black. The matte black is cold. Ain't nothing beating that. Because that's the office. Okay, rooftop deck. Now, my concern with this, if you buy something like this, y'all, make sure y'all ask or get you a little ball or something, like a marble, and stand in one side of the place and roll that SOB down there so you can see if it's pitch right. Because if it ain't pitch right when it rains or when it snows and that snow melts, it's going to sit there and eventually come through your roof. So always make sure it's pitch right. It looks like it's pitch right on the picture, like it's slanted, so that's cool because it needs to go off. Because remember, water is the enemy, okay? The pure enemy. I would deal with a fire damaged house any day before I deal with a water damaged house. Now, this is like a fire hazard. Why the grill up on here? Make sure y'all move that to the center when you barbecue. Just a little FYI. Oh, this got a sauna, so it got a basement? Or just like the entryway when you come in from the garage. So it got a sauna, that's cool. That's cool. I'll be having all type of parties up there. Or just not parties because I don't party, but like having my friends over. Washer and dryer. Y'all ever heard of this brand? MICLE. I ain't never heard of them. Or MIELE. So it's this end unit. That's cool. You ain't got nobody on both sides. I wouldn't want to be in the middle. So I would have to be on the end. Okay, little picnic area. That's cute. Okay, any more questions? The doorstop. Oh, it was at the top? Okay, I ain't see. My bad. As long as it was on there. 500 can. You're right. You're going to get a way bigger house. Probably with a yard, too. Now, in Detroit, you will, but these is more like townhouses. Now, if you go into the city, you're going to have a nice big yard, 500K. Actually, 500,000 in Detroit, you're going to be, that's your higher end Rosedale Park, Palmer Woods, University District, Sherwood Forest for sure. Indian Village, Boston Edison even for 500,000. I won't stay here for no 500,000 for no frame. That's just me. But if you gave it to me, I'll live there all day with a smile on my face. Oh, you definitely supposed to cut costs. They're a builder. I mean, they got to make a profit. You interested in investing in Detroit? Come to the Detroit Real Estate Weekend. We really go into detail there. Y'all gonna learn so much. You was left a distressed home. I don't stay there anymore. Would you still pay the property taxes? Yeah, if you don't pay the property taxes, the county gonna take it, and then they gonna sell it at the auction. You won't get nothing. So I suggest you sell it and get something, or keep it and renovate it. I mean, you can send it to me, and we go from there. Uh, the door, yeah, it was. I didn't know it was at the top. European brand. What's European brand? The layout of that house, I guess. Oh, the washer and dryer. Is it a good brand? What's the zip code of Sherwood Forest? So I can see what's over there. I can't think of one. Harbor Town. I remember when condos in Harbor Town was 60, 70 grand when the market crashed. This is crazy. These 650? These used to be so cheap. I think these got built like in the 70s. Oh, that's nice. I don't like that backsplash, but I like the cabinets. Now that brown and not go with that gray. Who designed this? And these pools are too big for the space. Them is probably 10 inches long. Oh, Jesus. And why is these the only two white cabinets? This is, I don't like it now. I did like it. I don't like it now. Why you got this color floor with gray cabinets? They don't even match. Okay, that's a lot of sun coming in there. That's cool. That looks cozy. Y'all messed that kitchen up. Y'all really did. Mm-hmm. You know what year they did this? Because this is, don't nobody do that kind of backsplash no more. But why would you get this color backsplash with this color countertop? That does not match. And this is too big. These pools are way too big. It's too big. Like they make sense for the upper cabinets, but not these lowers. But I guess they wanted to be uniform. They got a lot of different paint colors going on in this house. This is 650, I guess, because of where it's at. Oh, I like that sink though. That's hot. That's the basement. That's nice. That is very nice. Now this some smart people. Look at all them books. Yeah, they real educated. Now, y'all wrong for this Three's Company couch. We're gonna let that go. Basement nice. Is the TV on the nightstand? We're gonna let that go too. Oh, it's a basement bathroom down there. That's nice. They ain't got no doors, so they supposed to be all up in there, no privacy. Maybe it's a door to get into the room, so okay, maybe that. If y'all selling this and y'all moving, I hope y'all started packing because y'all got a lot going on. Nice backyard. Yeah, 650. That's because of where it's at. This is literally over there off of 75 and Lafayette in that little pocket. Do you buy properties around the city or have investors that do? I'm a realtor in the city with a lot of off markets. Absolutely. I do. A lot of my clients do. Send me what you got or DM me and I can send you my email. Anybody going to the game Sunday? Let me see. All right, we got some more questions on the tube. You will text me. All right, cool. I hate that I'm just not finding your live. I sure I have plenty of questions. You can get to it between 9 and 9 o'clock, but also hit that cash app if you got plenty of questions, cause that's a lot. The Hudson Tower is tall. Where's the Hudson Tower at? Belleville, Wayne County. Yep. Facts for relationships. I would love to be able to buy a property from you. Do you have any available listings currently? Absolutely. Kale. I'm gonna put my email in the comments for y'all to reach out to me. Real estate inquiries. I'm gonna use a big word today. DCSprops@gmail. Alright, so I'll put that in the comments. I agree about the doubles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these people must don't cook. What do you think it will be to build a 2 unit on vacant? Uh I don't know. They priced the container one. I think that was like $325. But honestly, the price of some of these rehabs in the city of Detroit, you really might as well build new, because it's going to cost you almost the same. But at least you got a brand new house, and all the walls going to be straight. It was definitely Three's Company couch. You are welcome. Let's see. But nope, I didn't cancel the event. Detroit Real Estate Weekend happening because when I put this credit card on file and pay this deposit, it's over with. I'm y'all just get first dibs because I haven't started running YouTube ads and stuff and Facebook ads. Once I start running ads again, it's going to sell out because that's how I sold out before. They was rushing the kid. They was doing a man probably designed. I don't understand, or a woman might have designed it. So I ain't gonna put that on the man because I've been seeing them in a lot of rehabs. Like I've loved a lot of houses that I've considered buying that I would like live in if I moved out of state, and it ain't had no double sink. The house was cold, but it ain't had no double sink. Speaking from St. Louis, come on, we here, baby. You went to the ramp. By the baby now playing. What? I didn't request that. What's going on with you, Siri? Talking about some vibes by the baby now playing. I didn't ask for that. Technical difficulties. Yeah, I didn't go to the game, but I watched it at home. But I'm gonna go to the tailgate. The NFL tailgate is Sunday. The tickets are $125. I'll put the link in the comments. It might still be going on. It might not be sold out yet. I don't know. Let me see. I gotta schedule an oil change. It's cold. I don't know. When I get up here, y'all, I'll put it on my stories. But I think that's it. You have a lot in Highland Park trying to see what to do with it. Keep it. Buy some more of them. Then build on it. You need to have to our housing market. Speaking from St. Louis. Come on. I've only been to St. Well, I only drove through St. Louis driving home from school one time. We had to drop some friends off in Chicago. But I just want to go to what was the old girl name from the that was ICAT with the soul food place. Her sweet tea be looking like it's delicious. Environment was crazy. Stadium shaking. Yeah, I forgot what the decibels was. They said it was the loudest. I don't know if it was ever or over or top 3 or something like that. But it's gonna be like that Sunday. That's why I really want us to win Sunday. And then Green Bay beat I think they about to play San Francisco. And then because then if Green Bay win, then they gotta come to Detroit. If they lose, then we gotta go to San Fran. Miss Robbie, that's her name. Thank you. Sweetie Pass. I want to go there. How do we get on your email list? You can drop. Well, you might not want to drop it in the comments because then everybody have your email. But I think the link is in the description. Or if you want to privately send me a message, you can send me your email list that way. Email and I'll add you. The Hudson Tower is downtown close to this change, but a new double building. Oh yeah. Oh, they call it the Hudson Tower. We still call it the old Hudson building. Yeah, that's beautiful. Gotta catch you on. Yeah, definitely. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, y'all. You know, it'll be on here for y'all to go back and watch later, take notes, do whatever you need to do. I seen an ad for some AI company. I told you this AI is killing it. To where you could just put your link to your YouTube and then it'll clip it automatically with the captions and everything for you to repost later. Definitely about to pay for that. And then I'll just have my VA post it or I'll just post it myself because I think that's dope. And it clips I guess automatically what they feel will go viral or will do good. So I said I'm gonna try it out. I'm not from Michigan, but I visit family every other year. You gotta come more often. Can you give an average estimate what it would be to build a home in a Red for Dearborn? I've never done work out there, so I don't know. Um, the average square foot to build in Detroit right now is probably like at least 225 a square, and that's being modest. So I would assume Redford Dearborn might be the same. So I'm not sure. That'd be hard if we had an NFC. Bruh. If we beat what else we playing Sunday? Tampa, I might have to go on and break down and go to that game. So the NFL tailgate thing, y'all, they do pricing to it. Okay, for this game, the tailgate was 125. It was higher, but then I guess they dropped it earlier in the week because tickets weren't selling. But if you do the game plus the tailgate up in the janitor's closet, which is the 300 level to me, that was like seven something. Now, if you do the 100 level, which is where you want to be, plus the tailgate, I think that was around 1,000 for both. And the tailgate is 3 hours before kickoff. At kickoff, it closed. It's in the heated shed at the Eastern Market. It's all you can eat food, all you can drink open bar for those that like a little drinky drink. I'm just gonna be loose off them ginger ales. Varnish me, please. And games and great networking because the type of people that's gonna be there. But yeah. Yeah, that's the janitor closet. Or up in heaven as my family calls it, sitting way up there. I'm not sitting up there. If I gotta sit way up there, I'm gonna watch the game from the house. Cause you gonna have to have binoculars or something. Sitting way up there? No. I might go watch the game from my couch or go to a bar. But yeah, I definitely want to go. I want to got me a Detroit versus everybody hoodie yesterday because they've always had that gray with the blue lion color ones, but you know them been selling out like crazy. So yesterday, if y'all saw it on my story, they had all they hoodies that's the Lions colors for 32% off. So they was like $36. So I got me and my sister one. So I would have that on with my Lions jacket, my Ty Mockin starter boy, and I can't wear no Jordans. It's gonna be snow to ground. I wear my Uggs. But if y'all ain't got no more questions, I'm about to blow this popsicle stand. I haven't had a nap today, so I am sleepy. But I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed this live. Um, hope to see y'all at Detroit Real Estate Weekend for sure. We're gonna have a good old time. We're gonna do a bus tour this year. All the other years we was in that good old van, but I think it's time to up it to a bus this year. Plus, I want to be able to sell more tickets because before VIP will only be like 10 people because we only had the 12 passenger van or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna do the bus. As of right now, this is the last Detroit Real Estate Weekend that I plan on doing because eventually I'm going to be doing new construction projects and government work, and I'm just going to be busy. But if enough people ask me to do it again next year, would I? Perhaps. But that decision will have to be made at the end of the year because you have to start in January, which is why last year's got canceled because I waited too late and tickets weren't selling like I thought they should. So, Detroit Real Estate Weekend is going on right now. Right now, there's only 15 VIP tickets. I'm keeping it low just to see because I have to guarantee these rooms and pay for all this stuff up front. So I ain't about to do no 30, 40 rooms and y'all don't come. So if you're interested, I suggest you purchase now because once I start running these YouTube ads, once I get the videos up and running and stuff like that, I know it's gonna sell out because that's how 2022 sold out, and there was a lot of people there. It was even people there from Detroit that paid. So now once the rooms sell out, I'll probably open up just a no room option, but that probably won't be to like May or June or something. Thank you for being so resourceful. Enjoy. Oh, anytime. You can also thank me with a Cash App donation. You are welcome. Meditations or something with that long name. Let's see. If y'all at the concert, hope y'all having a good time. Go live so your girl could be watching it from the crib. I don't want to, Brandon. But I think that's it. So thank y'all for tuning in. Hope to see y'all Detroit Real Estate Weekend, August 1st through the 4th, right here in the good old city. What else? Oh, Real Estate Fridays, January 26th, and every fourth Friday going forward, pending weather. We are still having it at the Detroit Pizza Bar. Tickets are free 99 for that event. All we ask is that you come spend at least $10-15 with the establishment. Buy you a drink or two, some wings, or pizza, something, or a bunch of pop. Just that's all we ask. So thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe and go Lions. Deuces.